All right, Stacey, we are live now. I'm the co-host. You are the host.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, good morning. Bonnie, Dolores, Patricia, Doug. Good morning. Ed, Jody Lee, Joyce, Kathy, Norma, Myrna. Good morning. BC, Joyce.
Good morning.
Somebody said Joyce. Ed at the beach. Hey there.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Monday.
Morning.
People are coming in. Good morning. We're up to 24 with Jackie, Irene, Henry, Robert. See a lot of my regulars. I think of you guys as my friends popping in here to work out with me this morning. Yep, finish up that coffee, Bonnie. I already had mine.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Sandra.
everyone.
Good morning. Deborah.
Good morning.
Barbara. Is it Feria? Feria. Good morning.
Good morning.
Leslie. Good morning.
Morning.
So you guys, it's the first full week of a new month. Time to set some new goals. Evaluate how you did with April. And take a new look at what you're doing. So glad you're here with me.
Thank you. So are we. So am I.
Oh, Wilda, good morning.
Good morning.
You're the best way to start the week.
Yes.
Oh, that's fabulous. Thank you.
Yes.
Make sure you have your water. If you don't have your water, make sure that you have water with you, within reach. My goodness, look at this, up to 42. 42 people here this morning ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with my welcome slides, and then we'll go ahead and get started. All right, today's class is morning fitness, and we'll be focusing on core training, which is really important and extremely helpful for improving strength and keeping yourself balanced to avoid falls. And my tagline for this morning is start your day, what happened to the word? Start your day strong and focused. And for anyone who is new this morning, my name is Stacy. I'm your guide, and I'm from the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. I have a master's degree in counseling psychology, which I have used in the school system for many years. And I have been teaching fitness since the mid-1980s and originally certified for the first time in 1985. And I have worked in all aspects of the fitness business, from teaching group classes, personal training. I've done corporate fitness. I have been a club manager and even owned a small fitness center for a brief period of time in the early 90s. But overall, throughout all my other careers, I love fitness the most. I love connecting with other adults who are interested in improving their health and fitness and just their overall wellness, staying healthy. Truly, health is wealth. So let's keep ourselves healthy as we age. Get Set Up is a training and educational platform that helps you learn useful skills from people just like yourself so that you can do all sorts of wonderful things. And we do learn from one another. So ideally, you have your cameras on and we can see one another. You can always request a recording of today's class by emailing help@getsetup.io. And if you're joining live on our website, welcome. We're so glad you're here. Happy that you found us. But remember, the best way to fully participate is to join us and register for a class. And that way you have the advantage of receiving the email after class, which will give you some key takeaways, as well as provide a link for you to give us some feedback. Get Set Up is not being paid to promote any specific products or services that I might talk about or demonstrate during class. And be sure you check with your doctor prior to starting any new exercise program, especially if you have any health conditions, if you're recovering from surgery or from an injury, or if you take any medications. And very important, if your doctor has given you any recommendations or restrictions regarding exercise intensity or range of motion, be sure you follow your doctor's recommendations, not anything that I show again or demonstrate during class. So we have Max with us this morning. Max is our TA it's Joe. Oh, I apologize, Joe. It's usually Max, so I just said the wrong name. But Joe is with us this morning from Get Set Up, and he is our TA, and he's here to provide you with any extra technical support that you might need. He's available directly in the chat. So if you have a question about your audio, your video, if you're struggling to connect or your sound is wonky, reach out to Joe and he'll try to help you with that. I am not able to respond to your chat since I will be across the room and I can't see the computer screen. But after the class, I get a transcript of the whole chat. So if you do have a question for me, a comment, a suggestion, or anything that you would like to just share with me, you can put that in the chat or you can direct message me in the chat. And we have 54 participants now, people who have joined us. Don't forget your water. We're working from a chair this morning. I'm going to go ahead and spotlight myself, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So grab your water and let's get onto your chair and we'll go ahead. So again, today's class is core training. So when you think of the core muscles, it's not just your abdominals, it's everything connected to the spine. So we're going to do our best to address all of those muscle groups this morning. And that'll give you some additional strength training and may also make you aware if there's an area that you are a little bit weaker or you're lacking a certain amount of range of motion, and that might be something that you want to work on moving forward. So let's get started. We are seated midpoint from the back of the chair to the front edge with our hips, both of them, firmly planted in the chair. And I say that a lot because as we reach offside, go to one side or the other, it's really easy to tilt your hips and let one come up off the chair. And you want to make sure that that doesn't happen. It contributes to good balance as well as ensures that you are working the muscles we're trying to work on. So you're seated nice and tall, your torso is lifted, diaphragm is raised so that you can feel a little bit of space here between the top of your hip bones and the bottom of your rib cage. If you're able to lift your diaphragm and feel that space through here, that is the area of your abdominal, the core part of your abdominals. And that's where your core actually, that's the center of your core. So if that's lifted, you're tight through there, you know you're working on that area. Your thighs go directly forward from your hip sockets. Your knees are bent at a 90-degree angle with your feet flat on the floor. So your lower leg is perpendicular to the floor and perpendicular to the thigh bone. Knees directly over the feet, aiming in the same direction. So you always want to make sure that your knee is not twisted. So you don't have your feet pointed outward and your knees going forward, because that puts stress and strain on your knees. So for the protection of your knees, toes go forward, knees go forward. All right, let's inhale up. Lift those arms, reaching for the ceiling. Stretch, tall. Feel that space right in through here. And release. Inhale, nice and tall. Hold that breath in for just a moment. And exhale. This time, as we inhale, we're going to fold forward, hinging from the hips. Inhale, fold forward with a flat back, hinging from the hips. Go forward. Use your hands for support if you feel strain on your lower back. And as you reach the point where you feel like you can bend no further, allow your spine to curve forward, your head to hang down, your arms reach down toward the floor. Try to feel that there is a smooth C curve from your tailbone to the top of your head. And when you are ready, place your hands just above your knees and press back up into the upright seated position. And let's do that again. Inhale up, hinge forward, flat back. Use your hands for support to modify the exercise if you need to, keeping a flat back. And when you have bent forward to the range that you are able, to the end of that range, allow your spine to curve forward over top of your knees and hang your head and neck and shoulders forward. Place your hands just above your knees and press back up into the seated position. Take a nice breath right here. Inhale and exhale. Let's reach out to the side, holding one arm onto the seat of the chair, and with the other arm, just reach out. Arm is out from the shoulder, keeping your diaphragm lifted so you're not collapsed in through here. We're not going over, but we're reaching tall. Reach long for the side. Keep that diaphragm lifted and come back into the upright centered position. On this side now, hold on to the seat of the chair, lift the arm to the shoulder height and reach out for the side. Reach long. And release. Let's take a gentle spiral with both arms over and holding onto the seat of the chair. Allow your torso to simply turn and look to that side. Again, keeping the hips firmly planted on the seat, and you're just moving from above the waist. Release, face forward, and let's take that to the other side. Holding on to the seat of the chair, spiral your upper body around, looking at that side wall. Head, shoulders, neck, everything moves in that direction. And release. Let's just do the head now. So sitting up nice and tall, begin looking forward. Chin is lifted ever so slightly, lengthening through the neck. And let's just take this chin over top of the right shoulder, keeping the whole rest of the body facing forward. So just your head is taking this spiral. And when I say over the right shoulder, that's the direction that you aspire to reach. It may not be where you are able to turn your neck today. But that's the direction you're going. Chin over the shoulder. Feel that stretching on the opposite side of the neck. And release, facing forward. Take a pause right here to center yourself, and then spiral your head, chin over the shoulder, to your left. And just hold right at the end of the range where you can make that spiral. Just hold. And release. I want you to take the chin down to the 6 o'clock position. And we're going to do a circle using the numbers on a clock face as our guide. So starting with the chin at 6 o'clock, I want you to take your face and turn toward 5 o'clock and 4 o'clock. Then 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Now at 12 o'clock, you shouldn't be lifted any higher than looking where the wall meets the ceiling. So we don't crunch our neck back like this. For many people, that is painful and compresses the top of the spine. So I just want you to look forward and up with a gentle raise of the chin. You're looking at 12 o'clock as if it is carved into the wall in front of you. And then let's continue around to 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6. Let's go around in the opposite direction, starting with the chin at 6 o'clock. Let's look at 5 o'clock and allow the head to follow as you look. 5 o'clock, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 12. Remember, tall and looking upward, but not looking at the ceiling, just at the corner where the wall meets the ceiling. That's your goal. And then continuing around, 1, 2, at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and 6. Release. And you're looking up forward. Let's take some arms forward. I'm going to turn toward you just slightly so that you can see my hands, but we're going to do a little bit of a shoulder warm up with some arm rotations. So taking the arms out in front of you, cupping your hands, palms upward as though you are about to receive a cup of sugar dumped into your hands. Let's turn and dump it out. So palms up with a cupped hand and turn and dump, palms down. Palms up, turn, palms down. This is a very gentle rotation. Your elbows are slightly bent. Receive that cup of sugar and dump it out. Palms up and turn. Palms up and dump. Palms up and turn. One more. Palms up and dump. Now brush it away. Just brush, brush, brush. Feel this motion the whole way up your arms. Starts with the wrists and the forearms. Brush. And a tiny little bit of motion in the shoulder. Good to get us going. Brush it away. Brush it away. Brush it away. Last one. Palms up, fingers toward me. Thumbs facing one another. And I want you to just tip, thumbs down, and then all the way to the other side, pinkies down. Woo! I can feel that in the forearms. Elbows slightly bent. This rotation comes all the way from the shoulders and down. Just one more. Thumbs down and pinkies down. Great, let's do a pullback. So your arms are forward as if you are holding on to, anybody ever water ski? You're holding on to onto the rope like you're gonna water ski. And I want you to just pull one arm back, keeping that elbow high, and then the other arm back. Keep that elbow high. So pulling back, your hand winds up here close to your armpit with your elbow high and return. As you do this movement, feel your shoulder blade slide in toward your spine. So that muscle is activating this movement. Pull back. Pull back. Pull back. Pull back. One more time from the right and the left. Just pull it back and release. Pull it back and release. Place your hands with your palms facing one another and open side and forward. Open side and forward. Open side. Come forward. Are you sitting nice and tall? Open side and forward. Open side and forward. Now I want you to take your hands and press down towards your hips. Down and up. Palms are down. Palms down and up. Palms down. Right here. Let's do 4 more. And lift. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Turn your hands so your palms face the ceiling and lift. Return. Lifting, palms up. Keep those elbows ever so slightly bent. Lift up and return. Now, as we have done these kind of warming up the shoulder this morning, I want you all to notice what areas of your shoulder maybe do not have as free a motion. You don't have the full range. Notice that and just put that in your mind as an area that you might want to work on gently. Last one right here. Good. All right. Continuing with a little bit of arm and shoulder work, I'm going to go ahead and grab my fitness ball. Now remember, we talked about this as something that is optional for use in the core class. It's fun. It gives you something to hold on to, and it helps with me demonstrating. I feel like you can see where I'm moving my hands a little bit easier. And again, it's optional. The ball that I have is an 8 or 9 inch in diameter Pro Body Pilates ball. I got it on Amazon. I like it because it's a little bit sticky, so I can hold on to it and I don't drop it very easily. I have another ball here. Pull this in. Another ball here that I got at the drugstore. This is a 4 or 5 inch in diameter ball. I like it, but it's slippery. The surface is so slippery that even though it's a smaller ball, I feel like I will easily drop it because it is so slick. If you don't have a ball, but you want to share in the idea that you're holding something, you could grab a stuffed animal if you have one handy. This is my dog's toy. She did not like when I took it, but now it's been gone for a few weeks and I don't think she even misses it because she has so many toys. And the other thing that you could do is take a bandana and all those extra socks that don't have a match, you could put those in the center of the bandana and then tie the 4 corners together on the diagonal, right? So grab 2 opposing diagonal, tie them together, and then the other 2 and tie that together. And that'll give you a little makeshift ball that you can hold on to just for fun. All right, so here we go. Hold it out in front of you. If you don't have a ball, you're just gonna hold your hands out in front of you like this, about 8 or 9 inches apart. So here's the ball, and the first exercise is just drop and return. We're gonna alternate arms. We're gonna swing our arm down and up, but we're doing this in control, right? So take the ball down and back, alternating arms down and back. You take this at your own pace. Take a break if you need to. Use the modifications if that's where you are today with your workout. Take it down and back. Just 2 more to the right and left. Down and back. And here's the last one, down and back. And now we're going to go right into dead bug arms. Those of you who have been with me for a little bit will remember that we talk about it looking like a dead bug if you were laying on the floor. So here we are. We're going to lift one arm up overhead, back to the front, and then open side, right? And we're going to stay with the same arm. We're going to do 8 on each side. Up, front, and open side. Here we are. Now remember, when we're doing something like this exercise, the focus is on the shoulder and the upper back. But don't forget your posture. Don't forget to keep your diaphragm lifted and your hips firmly planted in the chair. Your torso is upright in a strong position. Your neck and shoulders are relaxed. And I've lost count, which happens when I chat, right? Let's just do one more and we will switch sides. All right, here we go. Up, front, open side. Keeping that elbow slightly bent. It's protection for that joint. Also make sure that you activate the correct muscles. Working a little bit of the biceps with this lift. Not much, but a little bit, because the activation of the muscle comes from the shoulder as well as the upper back. When you do this lift, you can feel what's happening with your shoulder blades, right? As you open side, they're going to come in to the center towards your spine. When you lift overhead, you can feel how they move as well, right? Feel that shoulder blade. And open. 2 more. Sitting nice and tall. Here's the last one. Up, forward, and out. All right, let's do some of our diagonal work. So the diagonal work is lifting on the side and going across the body. To start, let's do our arm rotation. That's the upper arm rotation in the shoulder. So goalpost arm with the ball in your hand or your working arm, and just rotate the ball down. Now this is an extreme range of motion from all the way up to all the way down. And if you are not there, go halfway, okay? From upright to forward, right here. Just do the range that is comfortable for you. You don't have to go the whole way down. Sit up nice and tall. Modifications involve keeping the range of motion smaller than what I'm demonstrating. Also keeping the working arm or hand or leg in closer to the body so you have a shorter lever that you're working with, and down. Just two more. Last one. And while we're on this arm, let's reach all the way up on the diagonal and cross the body with a full, straight, long-reaching arm. Up to the side and not bending the arm as it goes across. Keep the arm lengthened the entire time. Do your best to keep your torso in the same position. Now you have a slight twist with the torso, but we're not bending over like that. Okay, so reaching, arm across and down. This way you can really feel what's happening in the shoulder. Lengthen your arm with a full reach and then cross the body and take it down here. Modify by just keeping your arm bent. Here's a modifier for you. Okay, if you're ready to extend your arm, do so. Last two. Here's the last one. Great. Back to a bent arm. We're going to do that cross body reach, keeping the elbow bent. So that looks like this. Just cross your hand over, tap your hip, and return. My other arm can hold on to the chair, or I can hold my hand on my hip. Keeping the elbow bent, just tap and return. Tap and return. The torso remains stationary. Posture is upright, diaphragm lifted, and you're breathing at a normal rate and rhythm. 4 more. And 3. 2 more. Here's the last one. Awesome. Now we're going to reach, bend the arm as it comes through the front and place it over on the side. And your whole body does go with that a little bit, but the important thing is you keep your hips firmly planted in that chair, right? Well, that's why I have a second ball. Well, look, it came right back to me. So see, that happens anyway. All right, so we're gonna reach up here, bend as it comes through across your body, and then reach over to the side. Now again, you can hold on to the chair. You can place your hand on your hip, whichever works for you, and you can keep the range of motion smaller. Okay? 4 more. Reach, cross, press down along the side. Reach as if you're putting something up on a shelf or you're grabbing something from the shelf and placing it in the basket alongside of you. Up. 1 more. All right. And then let's take the ball and hold it right here in front of you and press forward. Now I rock forward ever so slightly, but I'm keeping my diaphragm lifted as I press forward. Press forward and return to the upright position. Press forward, coming back in. Press forward and return. Press forward and return. 2 more. and return. Last one. All right, let's switch arms. We're going to go to the other side. Start with the goalpost arm. Remember, you can hold on to the chair, you can hold on to your waist, and this is that upper arm rotation. So whatever modification you need, start just going this far if that's comfortable for you, or the whole way down if you're able to do that. And let's do 8. Five more. Take it at your own pace. Make sure your neck is relaxed as you're doing this. 3 more. And 2. Last one. Now we're going to do that full lengthened arm crossbody reach. So from up here with a lengthened arm, I'm going to go across and down to the side. And there's a slight torso twist, but I'm not bending over like I do when I put it in the basket, right? And again, you can hold on to the seat of the chair or hold on to your waist. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And now with the bent arm crossbody taps. So we start up here with the goalpost arm, and keeping the elbow bent, we're going to tap the opposite hip and return. Hold on to the seat of the chair, hold on to your waist, tap and return. Tap and return. 4 more. And 3. 2 more. Last one. Now with the full reach, as if you've got something on the shelf and you're going to place it beside you. And on this one, your torso does move. It reaches, twists, leans over slightly to the side. Reach and place that item down beside you. Reach and down. Reach and down. Reach and down. Reach and down. 2 more. Reach and down. Reach and down. Ball in at your waist. Press forward. Push and return like you're passing a basketball. Quick, snappy movement. And in. Out and in. Press and in. Push. 4 more. Out and in. And 3. 2 more. Last one. And now we're going to take the ball or just your hands, and we're going to do our seat circles. So what that looks like is we're going to reach out to the side, reach all the way around to the other side, and bring your hands into your waist. So your whole torso moves around ever so slightly off balance in a circle. Make sure your hips are planted firmly for this, and keep this reach within your comfort zone, okay? Because you're balancing here. This is really a sort of a test of your core muscle strength. You reach out to the side, around in front at your own pace, and bring that ball or your hands back into your waist. And as you reach, your torso moves with that reach and back in. We're doing 8 sets of these to the right and left. But remember, this can be a very small movement where you don't go off balance very much and you stay fairly upright. Or it can be a larger movement where you're really reaching and almost unseating yourself as you do a full reach to the full extent and range that you're able to control your torso. right? It's all about control. Right here and in. And in. 4 more sets. This uses all the muscles. And in. 3 more. Two more. And here's the last set. How'd you do with that one? Good, I hope. All right, we're gonna release the ball. I'm gonna press that basket a little bit out of my way. Make sure you're drinking your water before, during, and after exercise, as well as at least every 10 to 15 minutes while we're working out. All right, sitting up nice and tall in the chair. I'm going to do a little bit of abdominal work. Maybe you noticed that I reversed the order of some of our exercises today, and rather than starting with the abs and back, I started with arms and shoulders. So now we're coming kind of circling around, and we're going to do a little bit of abs and back, and then finish with some hips before we close out the morning. So the first one is seated, lean back and forward. So sitting in your chair, midpoint or a little further front, we're going to lean back with a flat back, hinging from the hips. Tap your shoulder blades along the back edge of your chair and then come right back up to vertical. So we start here. We're going to, now here are your modifiers. Hold on to the seat. Go straight back, tap and return. Hands on hips, straight back, tap and return. Or this gives you a little bit of a counterbalance. I like my arms out in front. Straight back, tap and return. So let's do 8 of these. Sit up nice and tall. Make sure your feet are flat. You're firmly planted. Diaphragm is lifted. And let's do 8. Lean back, tap and return. Tap and return. You're hinging with a flat back or neutral spine from the hips. Flat back and return. Flat back, tap and return. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Woo. You should feel that in here. It's a very small movement, but it certainly packs a wallop. And let's work the transverse abdominal muscles. Now, those are the deepest abdominal muscles. Rather than running up and down, the ones that you typically see when you see a 6-pack, the transverse abdominis is deeper than that. They run side to side horizontally. They are responsible for holding your muscles or holding your organs in to some extent. But also, when you cough, if you've ever been sick with a cough and when you recover, you realize that your abdominal muscles hurt, that's the transverse abdominals. Those are the ones that are activated when you cough. You can activate them yourself by pulling in. The exercise is often called vacuums because you're going to somewhat suck in your belly button towards your spine. And you can do that without moving any part of your body. So here you are sitting upright. You could be at work, sitting in your chair. You can do these when you're driving, watching TV, any time at all. And just pull in, belly button toward the spine. You can do it with an inhale. Press that in, but then when you exhale and continue breathing, keep your belly button pressed in towards your spine. Hold that in there and you are activating the transverse abdominal muscles. So it's nice to hold that in and breathe and hold it for 20 to 30 seconds. Probably the most important aspect of this exercise is your continued breathing. Do not hold your breath while doing this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Let's do 2 more. Are you ready with me? Let's inhale, pull that belly button into the spine and continue breathing, but hold your belly in nice and tight. So exhale and just keep on holding. And I'm watching the time and counting it for you. You're holding and you're breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And one more time. Let's relax. You might already feel that a little bit if you're holding it in really tight and firmly. Here we go. Inhale, pull that belly button in, hold it, exhale, keep on breathing smoothly with a normal rate and rhythm. But you're holding that muscle, holding it in nice and tight. Keep your diaphragm lifted. Nobody can tell what you're doing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Great exercise. It does so much for you. Very beneficial. You can do it throughout the day. Hands right here just above the knees. Let's do some good mornings. Good mornings. Hinge from the hips. Hinge forward with a flat back and elongated spine. Use your hands for support if you need to. This is the modified version. Go as far forward as you are comfortable and return to the upright vertical position. If your back is strong and you feel like you can do this without holding on, place your hands on your hips as you hinge forward and return back to the upright position. A more advanced version with the hands right here on the shoulders, hinge forward and return. Hinge forward and return. The return on this exercise starts in the glutes. You should feel that tightening from underneath your seat, the muscles that you're sitting on. Feel them tighten, and then through the lower back and the mid back as your muscles contract and bring you back up to the upright position. Let's go. 4 more. And 3 more. Two more. And last one. Return. And here we go. Let's do a little bit of hip work, starting first with heel taps. Now, for support, for modification, hold on to the chair and just extend your foot ever so slightly, tapping the heel on the floor directly in front of you. We're doing it with the same leg right now. We're going to do 8. If you're able to sit up tall and hold your hand on your hip and activate the muscles in your quadriceps without holding on, you can do that. Just 4 more. 3, 2 more. Last one, other leg for 8. Heel tap, reach it out, right there. Heel tap. And 4 more. And 3. 2 more. Last one, leg extension. That's lifting the lower part of the leg, just extending it forward to the extent that you are able to. We're going to hold it here for a second and return nice and slow. We're going to work with the same leg. So lift that right leg. Toes are heading up toward the ceiling, right? I have my foot flexed. whatever's comfortable for you. And remember, the range of motion is all about you. Keep it small if you like. Work a little bit with more energy if you're ready on this Monday. Lift and return. Extend and return. Lift and return. Extend. 4 more. And 3. 2 more. Last one. Now take your leg out. If you're able to hold it out here in this fully extended position, we're going to do an open and close. So wherever you are able to hold your leg comfortably, just so it clears the floor. I'm going to do a full extension this morning, demonstrating the optimal full extent range of motion, and then open your leg to the side and return. We are working the outer and inner thighs on this exercise. And return. Open and return. 4 more. And 3. 2 more. Last one. And release, lowering that leg to the floor. Sit up nice and tall. Once again, make sure that you are reaffirming your position in the chair, wherever that is. And let's work on the other leg. First with our leg extensions. Just lift and return. Take it up, hold, and lower, nice and slow. Lift, hold, and lower. Lift, hold, and lower. Remember, the range of motion is all on you. Whatever you are comfortable with this morning, lift and lower. Lift and lower. 2 more. And lower. Last one. Lift and lower. Let's work outer and inner thighs at whatever height you are comfortable with for your leg. So full extension, leg extended fully, or just so your foot clears the floor. And then again, you can hold on to the chair or hands on your hips, whatever you feel strong enough to do this morning. Right here, open and return. Open and return. To the side and in. Right here, 4 more. And 3. 2 more. And last one. And here we go. Last thing I want to work on is we're going to do just a little bit of heel raises right here. And I'm going to have you lean just ever so slightly, placing a little bit of your body weight just above your knees, and then heel raises. Are you able to do a little bit of that? Heel raises. Whatever is comfortable for you. We're working with the muscles of the feet. Heel raises. 4 more. So the muscles of the feet as well as the calves are activated in this exercise. 3 more. 2 more. Last one, and toe lifts for 8. So heels stay planted and just lift your toes ever so slightly off the floor, activating the muscle in the front of the shin. You're going to feel this, right? Right up the front. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Let's do a little bit of a closing stretch and stay with me for some breath work. Inhale and exhale. Let's take one arm up and over to the side. I'm using this other supporting arm to hold myself in the chair and making sure that both hips are down. My torso is facing forward with my elbow over my ear, not turned. We're not twisting into this stretch. We want to feel it along the side right here from the armpit to the top of the hip. Release, and let's go to the other side. Use this arm for support in the chair. Reach over, face forward, elbow up over the ear. Release. And stay with me. Let's do a little bit of breathing. I'll give you some positive affirmations to take with you today. Drink some water if you need to. Sit comfortably in your chair. Feet on the floor. Close your eyes if you would like to and just listen to the sound of my voice, or find a spot in front of you where you can focus your gaze and bring your attention and your awareness to your breath this morning. Notice your inhale and exhale. Notice the rising of your chest as you fill your lungs with air. And on the exhale, your chest returns to a normal position, and perhaps your belly fills a little bit as you exhale and everything kind of relaxes, right? Inhale, everything lifts, and exhale as the muscles release. As you inhale at your normal rate and rhythm now, I want you to just think about bringing in a beautiful spring green color to the air that you are drawing into your lungs. That spring green brings with it hope and possibility of everything that's about to bloom. It's a bright, happy color filled with joy, hope, and all the potential of the beauty that spring brings. And as you inhale and bring in that beautiful spring green, I want you to draw in that hope and joy, the optimism for the potential of what's happening in your life, the potential of your muscles improving, your balance, coordination, your health and wellness. All of those things are improving with every fitness class that you take, and maybe all the other things that you're doing for yourself throughout the day, eating healthy, drinking plenty of water. And as you exhale, I want you to just release any feelings of worry, doubt, negativity, stress. Just let go of all of that. And think to yourself how important health and wellness are for you. And as you inhale, draw in the joy and gratitude that comes along with being able to take this time every morning and spend it on a little bit of health and wellness activity. One more time, draw in that lovely spring green, and with it, bring in the hope, joy, positivity, and optimism that are happening all around us in nature as things just get ready to bloom. Take those feelings of joy and gratitude with you throughout the day, and let them multiply into feelings of love that you share throughout your family and your community. Love is your gift to the world. Give of it freely in all that you do. Thank you for joining me today. Stay with me as I share my closing slides. So I'm going to come up to the camera. Don't be scared. And I'm going to share right here. Thank you so much. I appreciate your joining me and starting the day with fitness. Remember, it's the best way to activate your body and your mind.
Thank you.
Strengthening your muscles helps prevent falls and increases confidence in your ability to challenge yourself and perform everyday activities and take on new ones. Try things you've not done before. I hope that you'll take the joy of your accomplishment this morning, take it with you throughout the day, and spread that joy and love. Once again, I thank you and encourage you to share your experience with your family, your friends, your community. Refer your friends on the Get Set Up website. Use the hashtag #GetSetUp. Use @GetSetUp or email liz@getsetup.io if you are not on social media. Look for some other related classes that'll get you moving. Look for Ageless Grace, a very popular class. The line dancing classes are wonderful, another good way to get moving and activate your brain because you're learning some steps and the order of them, and you have to remember them as well as move in time to the music. And then there are some fabulous yoga classes. My next fitness classes tomorrow morning, I teach Let's Get Moving. It's a gentle cardio class, modified for all fitness levels. And on Wednesday, I have seated strength training. Be on the lookout for the email that you will receive. It contains class notes, key takeaways from today's class, as well as highlighting some other classes that you might be interested in. And it will provide an opportunity for you to share your feedback. I've also attached a document that is the reminder list that I share and repeat over and over through classes about drinking water and modifying and taking breaks. You can print it out and post it in your workout area if you like. Be sure to spread the word about learning with Get Set Up. Host an interest group if you would like. Suggest a class that you would like to see. And know that we are partnering with assisted care, senior living, government, and community organizations. And if you know of an organization like that in your community, maybe we can get involved with them as well. Request a session recording by emailing help@getsetup.io. So once again, thank you for joining me. And for those of you who are here every day, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone.
Thanks,
Thank
Stacey.
you.
Bye-bye,
Tomorrow.
Stacey.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stacy.
Bye, you're welcome.